Hi everybody, today I'm going to be doing a special video which will not be talking about perfumes. I'm actually going to be talking about how I made the switch to natural deodorant. I wanted to do this video because it took me almost 2 years to be able to actually switch over to completely natural deodorant. So I wanted to just kind of share my experience with everybody and talk about what I did so that anybody who's interested in going down this path, hopefully will make it a little bit easier for you. So over the last 2 years, I probably tried, I can't even tell you how many different deodorants, anything that you could find at, Whole Foods, or we have Sprouts here in Texas. I don't know, whatever organic products you might have. So I've been through the whole gamut. And what I found with a lot of the natural deodorant products is that they smell great, but they don't necessarily last long, and they didn't help me at all with sweating. So I do a lot of physical exercise. So I would say I probably sweat more than like a typical female might need deodorant for. Okay, so let me say first off that that's the first thing. With the product that I'm going to talk about today, I do currently do P90X, and this lasts through that. So I'm not giving you a recommendation for something that hasn't been road tested already. One of the things that I found that's been very effective for me is that I do a lot of exfoliation of my underarms. That seems to really help. The product that I'm currently using is Lush Ocean Salt. And I think this is pretty expensive. I got this as a Christmas gift from somebody who knows me very well and knows that I like these kind of natural, fresh, handmade products. But you could really replicate the same kind of exfoliation for yourself through using like sugar or salt mixed with a little bit of olive oil, and I would maybe throw in some like a little bit of fresh lemon or fresh lime juice to just help with the exfoliation properties. And that would really do the same thing that this is going to do for you. The other thing that I found that finally really did the trick for me and helped a lot in the amount of odor was I switched to a basically caffeine-free diet, I guess you could say. I used to drink about 4 cups of regular coffee a day, and now I only drink decaf coffee and I drink herbal teas. I'll still have a soda and like stuff like that. I don't count as like a big, but for me, that's one of the things that I found that really helped me to combat some of the level of sweat and the odor that I was dealing with. And I don't know if that's just a personal body chemistry. Someone had told me that like a year ago, and I was like, oh, I can never quit drinking coffee. And I finally did. And for me, it's been very effective. I've found that that's helped a lot. The product that I have found that's really been fantastic and works really well for me is called Bubble and Bee, and they have a product that's called the Putty Cream. They also have the Putty, and it's in a stick form, but for me that's a little bit messy. It works very well in terms of keeping me drier, keeping me fresh, but for me I found that the creams are what has really been the trick for me. They have 6 different scents available in their line. My favorites are the Super Putty, and this is just, they have these 1/4 ounce sample sizes that you can purchase, and you can buy all 6 of them in these 1/4 ounce sizes, and it's $20. And this size would probably last me about 2 weeks. It's a cream texture, so I'm just gonna, you see, I don't know if I can really show you in there, but it's just like, I don't even know what to, but it's almost like, looks like a frosting when it comes out, and you're going to use about that much on your underarm, and you just rub it in, and it's like a cream. And for me, I found that this works very well to help. It seems counterintuitive because you're putting a cream on, but they actually have arrowroot powder, and I think there is baking soda in here as well. And so as the cream goes on, you can almost feel it starting to get that, I can't even think of anything about it that has a similar texture. Maybe like those foundations that go like cream to powder, so it kind of starts to take on that silky feeling as you're rubbing it in. And For me, the Super Pit Putty, which is a patchouli and clove-based scent, works really, really well if I know I'm going to be doing like a really extreme workout that day. This is the one that I almost always default to. And it's not a strong patchouli scent. It probably won't be for everybody. If you're really anti-patchouli, then I would not recommend trying this one. But this is usually my default on the days when I'm going to be working out like an hour and a half, something like that. The Spearmint and Tea Tree is great. It's really refreshing. This one lasts really well. The Jasmint is probably my favorite of all the scents. It's jasmine and mint. It feels great. It feels really refreshing when you put it on because that little bit of mint gives you like a little bit of tingling feeling. So I really love that one. And then they have a new one that I just got, and it's orange vanilla, and it smells amazing. It smells like a creamsicle. So it's really fantastic. The thing that I would say for me, I find when I drink a lot of water, that seems to help with keeping my body cleaned out and, you know, never having to deal with all 4 of these that I've talked about. I can expect a day of wear out of these. Every once in a while on like the orange vanilla, after about 6 hours, I might start to feel like, oh, I have a little bit of, so I always carry a backup, one of these little pots if I'm using the orange vanilla, but the mint ones and the Super Pit Putty, I always have like a full last throughout the day. When you first switch over, you might notice that you might have to refresh during the day for the first couple of weeks. And as a matter of fact, they say that on their website. So these small sizes are really great for just carrying around in your purse and having them to just be able to freshen up. So I have had super great service from Bubble & Bee. I was not provided anything for free. All of the things I'm talking about, I have bought on my own. I don't know anybody at the company, but this is just my personal experience because it took me so long to find something that really works for me and that really helped prevent like the sweat and the odor that I found with other products after only a few hours of use. So I hope everybody, if you're looking for a natural deodorant, I think you can buy like just one of these, and I think it's like $4 or something. They ship out really, really fast, and they have a lot of other great products. So if you're a person who's looking for cruelty-free, organic product lines, I recommend that you take a look at the other things that they have to offer on their site, because for me, that's really important. If you can find something that, you know, helps not only you to have natural products, but to help take care of the environment, I'm always a big fan of that. I feel like, you know, when you can do better, it's a great opportunity to do it. So if anybody has any questions, there's anything, I am really happy to. Please shoot me a line, you know, ask me whatever you want to ask me about it. I know it's kind of a little bit of a weird subject for some people, but I would be very happy to talk to you about anything that happened with my experience. Thanks for watching.